Welcome back to the next episode. All right. The road to a million. A million what? Pussies? Penises? Doesn't matter. The road to a million, whatever you want. So you want a million of something. Great. So last episode, we talked about how the only way you're going to get a million of anything, and we're just going to go ahead and keep using dollars. We're just going to keep using money as an example. The only way you're going to get $1 million is if you really want to get $1 million and you're ready to sacrifice everything for that. We talked about that last episode. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you decided that it was worth it. Maybe you decided it wasn't worth it. But that guy's in a rush, man. Jesus. We're in a neighborhood. But, yeah, it's a nice day off. I'm chilling. You know, about to go to the gym because that's what hustlers do. About to hit legs. About to squat. And, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how to get $1 million of something. So, the next thing, I can make this. The next thing I want to talk about, in regards to, I don't know if this is a good idea. In regards to making $1 million of something, right? There's, let's say you've decided to go through with the journey of making $1 million, right? Okay. So you decided that that's something you want and it's something that you're going to do. That's good. But that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy at all. And so what I'm trying to say is you're going to be met with many obstacles. And I'm not talking about like little obstacles. I'm not talking about like your car breaking down and having to get a new car, which is an obstacle. I'm not saying that's trivial, but like in the grand scheme of things, that is trivial. That's not the only obstacle you're going to be faced with. People in your life are going to die. All right. You're going to face rejection from all kinds of people. All right. People aren't going to like you. You're going to be poor. You're going to be hungry. You're going to be demoralized. You're going to be tortured. And you're going to have a lot of pain inflicted on you by demons you can't see or understand. And this is regardless of the journey to $1 million. I'm not even talking about the journey to $1 million right now. That's just life. That's just life. In life, you're going to be dealt a lot of crappy hands. And something happens when you're dealt a lot of crappy hands, both in poker and in real life. And what happens is that you start to lose your luster and you start to go on tilt. And what that means is you start acting a fool, basically. You start acting a fool, you start thinking like a fool. And it happens to everybody. We call it the Blackpill. Zoomers call it the Blackpill. And it's just a state of being where everything feels hopeless. It feels like you're not making any progress. It feels like it's not worth it. It feels like you hate everything in your life and your life. And you just feel like a decrepit soul. You just feel like a decrepit soul. You feel like a monster. You feel like a slime. You know, all kinds of things. But my point is, when the black pill is offered to you, right? Because getting dealt bad hands and taking the black pill are two different things. Everybody gets dealt bad hands. Even the best poker players in the world get dealt bad hands. It happens to everybody. But what doesn't happen to everybody is taking the black pill. And the black pill is just this tempting, kind of like seductive option, this woe is me kind of thing. And it is a tempting offer because it allows you to express your dissatisfaction with the way your life is going. And for some reason, we find that to be pleasurable. We like that because, we're self-pitying creatures. Humans are very self-pitying. And it's very tempting to do that. And it's very tempting to take the black pill, which is basically giving up. Taking the black pill is basically giving up because it's too hard, or it's taking too long, or you just don't feel like you're up to it. And then someone says, that's funny, there's someone's car is dirty, like very dirty, in the rear view window, and then someone wrote, "Wash me," with their finger. That's hilarious. If the owner of the car didn't do that, that's the funniest thing I've seen all week. But anyway, so the black pill. If you want to make $1 million of anything, you cannot take the black pill under any circumstances. As tempting as it might be, as terrible as your life is, you cannot take the black pill. You cannot. You will ruin yourself if you do this. There is nothing worse when it comes to any kind of goal you have. There is nothing worse than negativity. There's nothing worse than negative thoughts. There's nothing worse than self-abuse and self-destruction. That is the last thing you want when trying to accomplish any goal. So you cannot take the black pill. I know, your life sucks. I know your dad smokes weed and beats you. I know your dog died last week. I know these things. How do I know them? Don't ask. But I know these things. And I know that life is hard. But just because life is hard doesn't mean you should take the black pill, okay? Just because life is hard doesn't mean you should take the black pill, because let me tell you something. It's only going to make it worse. If your life is bad and you take the black pill, it's only going to make things worse. And so, what do? Well, first of all, you can't take the black pill, which means you have to stay positive. You have to think positive thoughts. I don't care if there's $20 in your bank account right now. I don't care if there's negative dollars in your bank account right now. I don't care if you're a single mom in $5,000 in debt, no qualifications, absolutely down bad. You still have to remain positive. And that is a matter of will. That is a matter of willpower. Even in the shittiest of situations, you can still be positive. And that's what you should do, in my opinion. Because, A, you have nothing to lose by being positive. Honestly, comment down below. What do you have to lose by being positive? By thinking positively? By being positive towards others? What do you have to lose? The answer is nothing. So, when life gets hard, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. You ever hear that phrase? It's very true. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Because no one wants fucking lemons. But then you're like, damn, I mean, I have these lemons now, I might as well make lemonade. And that's what you gotta do. When life deals you a bad hand, you gotta bluff. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So on, so forth, what have you. So yeah, don't take the black pill. It's a tempting thing, especially when you're sad. But if you're sad, be sad. I'm not saying don't be sad. I'm not saying don't be angry. I'm not saying always be happy to the point of it being naive. I'm not saying that. I'm saying be positive. I'm saying think positively. I'm saying even if you are in debt, if you want to make $1 million, you can do it. A man can be completely wiped out and still build himself back up. You have to remind yourself that. So think positively. To the point of it being naive, but don't actually be naive, but think so positive that it is like naivety. Does that make sense? But more importantly, don't be negative. Don't take the black pill, okay? Do not take the black pill. Do not be a loser, because that is loser stuff right there, taking the black pill. Oh, my life is so hard. Everybody's life is hard. Everybody. The only difference between The people who are happy and the people that aren't is that the people who are happy decided that they were going to think positively, and it paid off for them. The people who are angry decided to think negatively, and that's a hard hole to get out of. It's a very hard hole to get out of, so to speak. So I'm about done. I still got a few minutes here until I get to the gym. So yeah, think positive, don't think negative, don't take the black pill. Even when life gets hard, just don't think negative. There's no point. There's no point at all. And just remind yourself every day, hey, let's try and think positive regardless of what happens. Whether you win or lose, whether you're in a good mood or a bad mood, no matter what, just think positive, don't think negative. It will pay off for you in the long run. So now that all that's out of the way, I still have some extra time here. I'm going to go ahead and talk about lifting for a second and exercise. It's a lot easier to think positive thoughts when you are confident in yourself. So if you want an easier time thinking positively, you got to exercise. You got to diet. Well, you don't have to diet, but you have to eat right. You don't have to diet, but you have to eat the right things. You have to eat the right amount. You got to exercise. You got to take care of yourself physically, okay? You have to take care of yourself. Because no one else is going to do it anymore. If you're my age, no one's going to take care of you, man. So you got to take care of yourself, and you have to build yourself a positive world so that you can think positive more easily. And the way you do that is by improving your life with what you have. And one of the easiest ways that you can improve your life is by going to the gym, is by going on a run, is by drinking more water, giving up cigarettes, giving up junk food, eating chicken breast and rice every day, maybe some broccoli if you like broccoli. I like broccoli. I like broccoli a lot. I think it's pretty good. I think vegetables are a meme, but I think broccoli is still pretty good. So if you like it, go ahead. Yeah, so exercise. And there are other ways to make your life a more positive, thing, whatever. But the easiest and most assured and the most accessible, because anybody can do it, except, some rare cases. But in most cases, 95% of cases, you can exercise and eat right. You can do that. And your life will improve drastically, and it will become easier to think positive thoughts. And then by doing that, you can avoid the black pill. And you want to avoid the black pill, okay? You don't want to take the black pill. Trust me on this one. It's not a good deal. It doesn't give you anything. It doesn't give you anything. So that's it. Thanks for watching.